Hello there, I'm Razi Ahmad and you're watching English News at 5. Let us begin with our top story. The much-anticipated national-level Bintang P. RAMLEE and Bintang Kecil singing competition will be making a comeback this year. According to the Director General of Broadcasting of Radio Television Malaysia, RTM, Datuk Chair Roslan Daud, the event will take place at the Sarawak State Stadium on 22nd October and 24th December, respectively.
Pertandingan akhir Bintang P. RAMLEE dan juga Bintang Kecil. Bintang P. RAMLEE akan diadakan pada 22 Oktober nanti, dalam masa yang terdekat ini. Dan juga Bintang Kecil pada 24 Disember 2022. Kedua-dua program yang kita atur ini adalah merupakan mendapat kerjasama dan bantuan erat daripada Kerajaan Negeri Sarawak, terutama sekali daripada Yang Berbahagia Tun yang mana akan diadakan di Stadium Perpaduan di Kuching, Sarawak. Kedua-dua program tadi.
He told reporters after paying a courtesy call to the head of state, Yang di-Pertuan Negeri Tun Pehin Sri Abdul Taib Mahmud at the latest residence in Demak Jaya, Kuching on Thursday. According to him, the competition is a platform to revive interest in the songs by the late Tan Sri P. RAMLEE, who is revered as the country's greatest artist. Theme, Night of 1,000 Stars. The competition will be hosted by Azrul Zaidi and also features guest singers Bob Yusuf and Farhan.
The Chinese Muslim Welfare Association Sarawak Practice KUCHING branch plans to build a cultural center to showcase the uniqueness of the community's culture. Practice President Mortada Lau Abdullah said the official date for the center to be open to the public is yet to be determined. However, planning stages are already underway. He disclosed that the official site for Cultural Center will be located at Jalan Diplomatic Petrajaya, Kuching, opposite Sekolah Menengah Kebangsaan SMK Demak Baru.
Mortada revealed that the state government has allocated a total of 1.5 acres of land. He said that before the construction begins, the site must be prepared by professionals to ensure that it is safe to work and ready to use.
The cultural center will get the detailed layout plan approval. We are going to submit the architectural plan, the engineering plan, and a mechanical engineering plan. Only all the relevant plans approval, and then we can start to do the building. To do the construction, yeah.
Still under design and build stage.
Still under design, yeah.
He told reporters after paying a courtesy call to the head of state of Sarawak, Yang di-Pertuan Negeri Tun Pehin Sri Abdul Taib Mahmud at his official residence on Thursday. At the same time, he expressed his gratitude to Sarawak's governor for approving land through the state government. He hopes that the cultural center will symbolize the value of religious tolerance in a state and country which is multiracial, multicultural, and multi-religious. In addition, he believes that the cultural center supports efforts to uphold civilization and cultural values that are harmonious and cohesive regardless of religion.
A morning fire that razed two houses at Kampong KUDEI on Thursday left two men fighting for their lives at Sarawak General Hospital. Sarawak Fire and Rescue Department spokesperson said the victims, aged 27 and 28, sustained 10 to 30% burn injuries to their faces, shoulders, and hands.
Both victims are currently being placed in the hospital's red zone. At the time of the report, both victims were already in stable condition. Following the 9:30 a.m. incident, the two houses were gutted to the ground, while the third house adjacent to it was partially damaged. A total of 21 firefighters from 3 stations, namely Batu Lintang, Padungan, and Petra Jaya fire stations were activated to contain the fire. Notified of the plight, Sato Assemblyman Dr. Ibrahim Baki will be visiting the victims' homes at 6 p.m. later this evening.
Police have obtained a remand order from the magistrate court against a man who allegedly pimped his underage daughter to pay off his debts. The 45-year-old man has been remanded for 5 days until October 3rd to facilitate with investigations under Section 31(1)(a) of the Child Act 2001 for child negligence and Section 376 of the Penal Code for rape. The remand was granted by Magistrate Zubaida Sharkawi on Wednesday. It is understood that the 10-year-old victim informed her teacher of her father's intention, prompting the teacher to lodge a police report. Now, acting on the report, the suspect was arrested at around 2 p.m. on Tuesday at Mile 10, Matang, by a team of police from the Palawan District Police Headquarters. Meanwhile, its Police Chief Superintendent Abang Zainal Abidin Abang Ahmad, when contacted, confirmed the case. Welcome back. Since August 1st, 2020, the wearing of face masks was made mandatory to curb the fast-spreading COVID-19 virus. However, effective Wednesday, September 28th, the Ministry of Health announced that the use of face masks indoors is now optional. Health Minister Khairi Jamaluddin, when announcing the matter, said, however, premise owners could still determine whether visitors were required to wear one. He said the decision was made based on an assessment of the COVID-19 situation, as well as taking into account the current needs. Now, in spite of that, Dr. Chew Kian Peng, an occupational health doctor, is of the opinion that the use of face masks should still be practiced for certain scenarios.
I think all these are still crucial for us to prevent virus infection. Wearing masks, hand hygiene, avoid crowded places, those general precaution is still very important. It's just that maybe, for example, wearing a mask. If you are high-risk people, let's say if you are elderly and you have many medical problems, so you know that your immune system is not that strong, then probably you have to be more cautious, like going to a crowded places. Maybe you should wear a mask to protect yourself. At the same time, our community, we should practice wearing masks also whenever you are not well. We can learn from other countries. For example, like Taiwan. Even before COVID, if you travel to Taiwan, you'll find that many people are actually wearing masks in the public. The community actually practice wearing masks whenever they are unwell. So if you are unwell, you wear masks so that you protect others. If your immune system or if you feel that you are weak, then probably you can wear a mask too to protect yourself. Of course, other measures like hand washing, avoid crowded place, that should always we should always bear it in mind, so that it reduces the risk of getting infection.
Meanwhile, Dr. Chew opined that for healthy vaccinated individuals, the wearing of a face mask is not as crucial.
Majority of people already get vaccinated, and then a lot of people also get infected. Those who hasn't get infected, probably you belong to the groups that will never get this kind of infection, or at least you are more resistant to the infection. So wearing mask indoor, outdoor, at this point, probably not that important anymore. But of course, under certain special condition, one should always wear a mask. Like I mentioned earlier, if you are elderly, you have medical problem, your immune system is not that great, you should wear a mask whenever you go to crowded place to protect yourself. And for healthy individual, I think that is not so important. And for those who are sick, you should wear a mask too to protect others. Also, when you are sick, you actually shouldn't go to crowded places because you know the opportunity for you to spread the whatever infection you have to others is higher.
Adding further, he said that the easing of restrictions does not mean that the public can take lightly the risk of infection. The government made the use of face masks mandatory on August 1st, 2020, at the peak of the pandemic, which has so far claimed 36,255 lives and infected 4.7 million people in the country. On May 1st this year, the country removed the requirement for face mask use outdoors.
In the bid to uphold the quality of education in the country, a salary bonus could be a source of motivation for educators. And the move by the Congress of Union of Employees in the Public and Civil Services, or KUPACS, calls for a month's bonus for civil servants when tabling Budget 2023 on October 7. The matter has received the backing of Sarawak Teachers Union STU President Kuling Dejaya.
In a statement, he said despite that the proposed effort will involve a large amount of money, the government must be sensitive to civil servants' needs who are the heart of the country's administration, adding that it has been ages that civil servants have received their bonus, with only special financial assistance (BKK) has been allocated thus far. In the meantime, he explained the bonus to educators can be disbursed in several phases based on the government's ability and capacity. He commented on KUPAC's statement requesting the government to consider a bonus at least 1 month's salary for civil servants in the 2023 budget, which is scheduled to be presented in the Dewan Rakyat on October 7. Its president, Dato' Adnan Ahmad, said that the matter should be one of the focuses in the budget for next year, considering that civil servants are also facing the burden of rising food prices, and it has been 11 years since they were given the incentive.
See the world closer with TVS as we bring you the latest news updates both locally and internationally. Just head on to our official website at tvstv.my or follow us on our social media platforms. Those were the news updates on TVS News at 5. I'm Razi Ahmad. Thank you for watching.